Just as my finger depresses the button, I can finally make out the fine print. Eject button! Whoa!
Grasping at thin air will get you nowhere.
Yeehaw! Yeehaw!
What a marvelous bird is the pelican. His beak can hold more than his belly can. Get hit in the head by one, you're sure to be dead, my son. A marvelous bird is the pelican. Seconds before the point of impact, you think,
let's see the bank repossess this.
Suddenly, after plummeting towards the ground at an alarming rate of knots, it goes very dark. You can't believe your luck. You manage to fly straight down an abandoned mine shaft. You're so excited. It's your first hole-in-one. All good things must come to an end. You manage to stop from 200 kilometers per hour in the final centimeter of your descent. I'm afraid that your brain has caught up with your feet. You should try a slower final descent. It's a lot less painful.
Stone the crows, I feel weightless.
If you were healthier, you may have survived that fall. Start flapping your arms real hard, Dan. Gravity has a lot to answer for. The ground near the sandstone wall looks very comfortable. In fact, you notice a small depression in the ground as if someone has lain there.
I'm feeling pretty exhausted after today's events. I think I'll have 40 winks.
You quickly drift off into oblivion and dream about the day's events. Suddenly you start to shiver violently. Unfortunately, the cold night air has taken its toll. This gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, "Chill out, dude."
I'm feeling pretty exhausted after today's events. I think I'll have 40 winks.
You quickly drift off into oblivion and dream about the day's events. You throw the remaining sticks into the fire and hope it lasts until morning. During the night, your fire fizzles out. Suddenly you start to shiver violently. Unfortunately, the cold night air has taken its toll. This gives a whole new meaning to the phrase, "Chill out, dude."
Whoa! Yeehaw!
Is this the end of our hero? Can he endure the freezing waters of the Kikakanalong River? What do you think?
Of course I can. I'm bloody good. You just asked me.
The bank is too slippery to stand on, so you fall back in. I guess you haven't learned to do the crocodile rock.
Quick, go and buy a lottery ticket. This has got to be my luckiest streak yet. Now I've gone and got caught in the bloody dingo trap.
The normal method for opening a dog trap is to place a foot on each side of the spring. Considering the fact that one foot is in the trap and the grave, and you can't manage the spring tension with your hand, you'll have to find an alternative. That won't help you out of the trap, Dan.
I've got an idea. Let's try and pry the trap open with my knife. Bummer. It's too short. I can't get enough leverage.
That won't help you out of the trap, Dan.
This thick stick should do the trick real quick. You little ripper! I knew that slick thick stick would do the trick. Sorry, the dialogue man was sick today. Now, let's inspect the damage. Looks like I've really put me bloody foot in it this time. With every spurt of blood, I feel weaker and weaker.
It seems a shame to let the farmer's Yama Kawazuki just sit there and gather dust. Upon closer inspection, you notice that the front tyre is flat.
So what? I've ridden a motorbike with no seat, 20 spokes missing, no petrol tank, no fuel, along a barbed wire fence on a Sunday morning, and loving it. A little thing like a flat tyre shouldn't be a problem. Or was I just dreaming? Stupid bloody bike's got a mind of its own.
Watch out for the pole, Dan.
What pole? Oh, that pole. I must get my eyes checked.
It's a bit late to get your eyeballs checked, or any balls for that matter. About all you're good for now is directing migrating galahs. Not unlike yourself. By the way, we didn't forget to adjust your health level. Bye, Dan.
saw this trick on that movie, What a Croc Dundee. Step 1. Insert a suitable stick into the ant's nest. Step 2. Wiggle the stick around a bit. Step 3. Remove the stick and quickly grab a lovely feed of honey ants. Beauty, mate. I saw this trick on that movie, What a Croc Dundee. Step 1. Insert a suitable stick into the ant's nest. Step 2. Wiggle the stick around a bit. Step 3. Remove the stick and quickly grab a lovely feed of funnel web spider. The anthill in the middle is the second biggest one I've ever seen. Either I've got wooden legs or these aren't your average termite.
Congratulations, Dan. You've just been eaten by the rare B and D meat-eating ants. I guess you haven't learned to do the crocodile rock. Gravity has a lot to answer for.
Hi Jack, I've finished the shearing, mate.
I know, Nicole's already informed me. She said that you did an excellent job. Well done, Dan.
If you say so. Mustn't have seen the gaping wounds I created with that handpiece.
Go in and see Nicole. She'll give you a bite to eat and somewhere to sleep.
Thanks Jack, much appreciated, mate.
You pause on your way back to the kitchen to observe the spectacular sunset. Nicole makes you a delicious sheep's eye and goat's brain omelette. You can hardly eat it fast enough.
Anything to stop it staring at me.
Nicole hears some of your best yarns, and worst. Finally, sleep overpowers you. Or was it Nicole's omelette? Dreaming is even out of the question. You're just too exhausted. Suddenly you awake to the smell of smoke and burning flesh. Your own. Don't you know that you shouldn't leave a campfire burning? Campfires can easily turn into bushfires which cause serious loss of property and life, such as your own. You should have done the campfire stomp. Whilst scratching the chalk with your thumbnail, you notice that the chalk dust drifts gently down behind the piece of canvas.
That's strange. This needs investigating. Stolen the crows, I feel weightless.
If you were healthier, you may have survived that fall.
Well, I might as well get rid of some of that bush tucker.
Too bad redback spiders have a habit of building their nests under toilet seats.
Too bad.
Too bad one built its nest under this toilet seat last night.
Too bad.
Too bad it is currently sinking its fangs deeply into your butt and injecting a lethal dose of venom.
Too bad.
After some very hard slog, you finally arrive at Rabbit Ridge. Unfortunately, a brown snake manages to administer a lethal dose of venom. Watch out, Dan. It's a near-sighted crab spider.
I wonder if I could sell this gadget to Weight Watchers. I usually don't feel like this until after my second six-pack. Wow, I found the perfect wave. It never breaks. Oh, what the heck, I might as well jump. After all, I did hold the high dive record at Ghost Gum Creek High. If I recall it correctly, that was about 60 foot into the creek from one of the high branches of the Ghost Gums. This should be a piece of cake. Only looks about 50 feet. Well, here goes nothing. Yee-haw!
It's a bit late now, but I think we should point out that sandstone is marginally more dense than water. About as dense as you, Dan. And will slow your descent just a tad faster than water. Sorry, Dan.
Can't think of a better place to use me boogie board than on Wave Rock. Here goes nothing. Yee-haw!
Okay, how's that for hard surfing action?
This is the second toughest piece of polyuro thingamajiggo that I've ever had. It's too bad I'm allergic to black snake venom, like most mammals.
Maybe you should sneak up on the snake. It's all in the timing, don't you know? After some very hard slog, you finally arrive at Rabbit Ridge.
I think I'll get a better vantage point. Shooting accidents are such a tragedy, especially when it's yourself that gets shot. See you around.
You feed the Sydney Harbour code sheet into the machine.
Always wanted to get ahead in life, but this is ridiculous. I've heard of going down the gurgler, but this is too much. Oh, I don't know. It's just a gut feeling. But something tells me that rapid koalas are not to be trusted. Whoa!
You always knew the city was full of thugs and sharks ready to rip you off, but you never expected one that would rip you up as well. Looks like your time has come. I hope you like it down under, Dan. Forget it, Dan. You're cactus. Pushing up daisies. Wasted. Totaled. Without life. Not working. Broken. No longer in use. Not active. You've kicked the bucket. Inactive. Passed away. Dead. Might I suggest you restore or restart your game?